busy, friend.
Careful, Oslo. And Captain Ursa fought for us. But that's what a damn shadow cargo murdered. The candles in the sunroom mark sacrificial deaths from many tribes.
Take a look at these wares.
Don't forget to stop.
I utterly refuse to buy from an Oseram. They'll cheat you as soon as look at you.
Don't pass up these goods.
Buy what you need, leave.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Hope everything's in order.
Greetings. We all have our place in the order of things.
We all have our place in the order.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you needn't ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy. I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious!
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes. Don't let me delay you any longer. Meet Aaron at the warehouse. Please, find Dervahl so we can end this.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Like taking a breath of
Able-bodied
the
adventurers. Hi there, Outlander. Name's good shards. Enough to buy garb more.
Okay, stop.
I hired men to invest. I paid up front. Well,
So now you're hiring someone to...
they're a sunk.
So is there any more?
This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like, if it's true. If we learn how they...
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl,
If I did look into your...
you won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. And you look like you know. If it's true, they walk payment on... Outlander.
You can't remember?
You all have similar features. Striking.
I had another question. Are you some kind... But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right. More of an opportunist. Risky opportunities. All right.
What can you tell me about...
The Banuk women. They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation. It's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company.
Then they might not want outsiders.
They're mystic.
All right.
I have a...
Does that mean you'll pay...
This is the place? You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you!
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
It's a bomb, all right. Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
That's a lot
If
of
that bomb
blaze.
goes off, the blaze will... If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
did it!
Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make a Vought watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of
Get to the fire and set up a bucket line!
Only the finest good.
What happened?
I haven't had a blast like that
A
since
moment
the
of your
Liberation.
time, Outlander?
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Another attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could be there.
Grab this now.
In the dirt, boys!
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner! What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
She's here!
Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill. Why does Avad always have his lady?
You cannot run from right.
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. Savage is nothing. Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill. Why does Avad always have his lady do the fighting? I've led an army, killed kestrels and ravagers, and savage is nothing. Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill. Why does Avad always have his lady do the fighting.
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing.
Can we finish this? I've got a son. Why does Avad always have his lady do the fighting?
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing. I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing.
Pain's drawing back.
Can we finish this? I've got a sun god to kill.
Why does Avad always have his
Can we finish this? Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting?
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Must be a flint hawk. A flying scavenger.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Majestic, murderous flinthawks! Fighting these things, because there's more in the way! majestic, murderous flinthawks! To do it for you.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Conduct last night. Don't even know what they were doing.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
It's a hard work and strong will.
Stirring up tin.
Corruption is someone's will. Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Ha ha! It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh. You think that bit of scrap on your brow makes you smart? I'll bet you couldn't have taken apart my bomb without me. Think I'm done? Think again. I've gotten out of worse scrapes. While the lunkheads in Mainspring dither over how to kill me, I'll dig myself out. Just you wait. When I get out of here, I'm gonna plant a thunderjaw lure in your bedroom. Gotta admit, it burns me that a savage tracked me down. Most Nora get confused by anything more than 2 sticks and a string. Don't you have something better to do? Like choke on a lance horn. You think that spear of yours is so fancy, but I could craft it during a quick nap. Riding machines. Am I supposed to be impressed? Get one to serve me lunch, then I'll take notice. You're like a burr in a boot, you know that? Just so irritating. Hammer to steel. I hate you. Someday, I'm gonna build a machine with the specific purpose of pulling your braids out. By the great flaming forge, just leave me alone, man.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Aloy, I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Yeah, don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machine... You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2? Huh. She likes me.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
What exactly will happen?
For now, he'll languish. As for what happens after we negotiate, my father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
What exactly?
As for what? My father, what a waste.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to...
Did anyone...
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
Well, I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You're strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Well, of course. I didn't mean to presume. You are your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising. Shall we talk some more?
I have to go.
I understand.
Outlanders hate the Carja, but we work hard as any troop.
Too for this
robbed my house. Sun and Shadow. You're the Nora who saved the Sun King. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief.
Tell me about the...
It was brazen and profession. The thief went out through the window and...
Why would someone...
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a land...
I get it.
Forgive. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's...
How did your nephew wind up in Sun...
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my... And after all he's been through, I won't be able...
I'll see what I...
Have a word with my steward if you need to. And listen, all I want is... If I can get it back, all is...
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Under the last king. Far cry from those days.
Drops of blood leading away. More blood. I'm still on the trail. Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
I have to go back to work soon. Wish I could just go home and sleep. I like Meridian fine, but I prefer the country.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Go for a drink and a bite.
Look, got a pair of sturdy Oseron hands?
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
In the hustle and bustle, you can forget what's really important. I'm more tired than usual. Should have eaten more.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Let him. They have the vanguard.
If we teach the project.
It's her, the hero.
Probably needed the wash. Useful.
Bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them. Sell them for shards.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So am I.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. It looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. And one of these. The Shadow Carja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
I can hear you.
There'll be a cleansing.
Nothing.
Find her.
Can't scare me.
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Don't let him sneak off!
My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
Regroup, Large! Regroup!
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again.
Only the Karja and Shadow.
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Spit on us for this ceasefire.
Doesn't kill me. I'm done. Am I done?
Oh, son, guide this to my foe!
The sun has had its turn.
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again.
No monstrous darkness.
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic.
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again.
The machines have grown more dangerous.
I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble.
Than we are.
What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings.
Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Hardly a hit.
This'll do. I think I'm in the clear. Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Kinjeev told me about the cause.
No, it's hidden nearby.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian...
Beg a high blood for help? But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall.
even heard of.
If we teach the cards and nothing else.
Always stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
Yes. You look capable. You might do. Come here if you will.
I'll support a Karja merchant over in us.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
The sheriff dropped it there.
A man named Nassan came to all. A man named all this from.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.